Welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday morning to you. I'm cracking up because I just read a comment from Romo that said, I wonder if this will be a quick video. To which I did reply, don't hold your breath, but we'll see. We'll see. Welcome, everyone. Welcome if you are new here to the Oak and Lame YouTube channel. We are very excited you're here with us. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here. And then also Miss Rachel is co-hosting with me, producing over there. She is also a owner and craft educator. So we're so excited that you're here with us.
And Becca, happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Becca's 15th anniversary with her sweet husband, Wayne. There's already been some comments about it. So happy anniversary to Becca and Wayne today.
Thank you. I walked into the studio this morning and Rachel had gotten me breakfast from Chick-fil-A and then an entire dozen cupcakes. And I think she put even more icing on them than normal because she knows how much I love them. So it has started out to be a great day.
That's good.
Yes. I made Wayne a card this morning. Hopefully he's not watching it. If you are watching, Wayne, just act surprised. Using a fun new file that's coming out. It's a camping themed file. So I did some paper crafting. It's really funny. I told Rachel that I am a card maker now and I never make my husband any cards. So I did that today.
There you go.
It's camping themed. The camping bucket that we're making today is camping themed. And I am going to take this on my camping trip that I'm leaving here from to go pick up my kids early from school and going camping. So it's going to be a great weekend. Beautiful weather.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful weather. Anyway, let me see who all is here with us.
Yes. They're loving your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was an accident-ish. I was going to put it up and then I forgot some stuff and all that stuff. Anyway, hello Maria, hello Kat, Belle, Sonia, Sublimation Raber.
Oh,
That's a new one, I think. Justine, Patty, Flock RN, yay, love catching alive. I'm usually sleeping. I'm glad you could catch alive too. Yeah, Stacy, be surprised that his crafty wife made him a card. You know, it's one of those things like, if you're a hairstylist, your hair always looks like crap, or your family's. If you are a chef, I don't know. This is total speculation. Then maybe you don't do gourmet meals for your family because you're sort of sick of it by the time you get home. Wayne just doesn't get homemade stuff a lot. Can you believe I've never been camping, Christina? Oh my gosh, I just feel sad for you because it's one of my favorite things in the whole world.
it's wonderful.
It's so good. If you're a family person, you probably will love camping. Okay. Hi, Mary Kate. I made my aunt some camping porch buckets last year. She picked the design and then I cut them out in vinyl. Yes, so that's what we're doing. If you don't know what a camping bucket is, because I've been camping for a long time, and when people are like told me about this, I was like, what? I don't even understand. What's it used for? Like, that's great, it's cute, but why? Why do you need that? And you don't need it. You don't need it, but it is cute and it's fun. So if you go to campsites and campgrounds, a lot of times you'll see people have a flag that's like, welcome from the Oaks, or welcome to our campsite from the Oaks, and you'll put like the city that you're from or something like that. And it's just a way to like, first of all, decorate your site, make it your own, but also sort of engage with other people, find out where they're from, that type of thing. And this is sort of like that. But in where it's different is we have a fun water submersible.
Are you seriously looking at me right now?
You can put it in water and it's fine.
Yeah.
Words are hard. And it has this remote. And you put water in the bucket so that the bucket doesn't like blow over or fall over. And then the water just kind of amplifies it, and it's a whole thing. And it's also a light for your campsite. So if you are not a camper, but you love to do outdoor activities, maybe bonfires or lake life or whatever, this is also okay for you. You can also do this. Fun story. This is my second camping bucket. Thank God I've got this one. Because
I was about to say, didn't you have one of these buckets?
I did have one. And I was going to say water does not help your bucket from getting smashed, because I had one on my campsite and Anna came to visit me where we were camping and ran right over it. Busted it all up. And all I could do was just stare at her. Anna has a history. Anyway, what we are going to need for this project, Rach, you linked this, right? This fun little light.
Nope.
Okay, that's okay. We did purchase it from Amazon.
Okay.
We can link them all in a little bit.
I'll link it right now.
This is from Amazon, and it comes in a 2-pack. It does take 3 AAA batteries. It does have a little remote, and then we have this this bucket from Lowe's. It's just a 5-gallon bucket, and it has this lid, which this is a slightly different lid than normal. And what I like about it is that I'm not going to be able to do it because it's not on there. This part twists. It really does. I promise it twists. I'm not gonna be able to do it. This twists off so that you're not popping it off the bucket. So you can just twist it off, put your stuff in there. That's really nice. Anna probably bought me a defective one.
Oh,
it's a whole thing. Yeah. I'm also going to be using 2 different vinyls. I'm going to be using printable vinyl, which I haven't even gotten out yet. And I'm going to use regular vinyl. So we're going to print an image to put on here. And then we're going to put a vinyl decal all around it. And I'll show you, you probably saw in the thumbnail kind of what we're looking at. But this is what the sticker looks like. And I'm going to do another one, but I did one just beforehand. I'm using, when did I do this? Last week on the KitchenAid mixer, I used the Oracal and OraGuard printable sticker vinyl. Or sticker paper, and the sheet that goes, the protective sheet that goes on it. And this makes it more waterproof. So if this is outside and it's dewy or it rains or something like that, the water isn't going to make the inks run. So that's why I've chosen this. And then I'm going to just use matte permanent vinyl from 143 to do some imaging or some words and things like that around. Other than normal cricketing things like masking transfer tape, and I'm using clear so that I can see and place it, and a mat and weeding tools and some alcohol. I'm actually going to clean this for you all today live. I know it's a treat, my treat for you.
I give Becca such a hard time. Bless her heart.
So funny. You just need normal things. So let's jump over. If there are no questions about anything,
they're just excited. Some people have never heard of a camping bucket. Some people are excited to try it.
Yes.
And it's honestly, I don't know if Becca mentioned it. I have been replying to some comments and dropping some links.
Yeah,
but this is also something you can reuse. You can peel this stuff off.
I didn't
put
mention
something
that.
on it. It's pretty forgiving. You know, it's not like a one and done type of project where you're sealing and it lasts forever. If your style changes, if your name changes, if you have another baby, whatever,
yeah,
you can add or change anything on this, which is great.
So let's go to the overhead camera, and we'll clean this really quickly before we jump into design space, and then I'm also going to talk about the sizing that you may want to choose. So let me get rid of this lid for just a second. Obviously, we're a little limited right here. This does not come off. Or if it did come off, you could scrape it off. Although I just don't care enough to do that. So I'm going to use the part of the bucket that I don't have to remove anything. So I'm just going to grab paper towel and some alcohol. Clean this up really good so that my vinyl sticks to it. Now, this was in my garage for a little bit, so that's really the only reason I'm doing it. Also, I didn't want to hear about it.
From who?
Well, I think Kat would also call me out.
You think?
I believe she would.
It's good that it's not just me.
You all keep me accountable. It's so nice.
Becca, tell them what you offered me today. I put a new sticker on my laptop, and Becca said, "Hey, do you want some alcohol to clean your laptop before you put your sticker on?"
You know that she declined my offer?
I did, yes.
She declined my offer.
My laptop's good and clean.
And then said something about, man, I'm glad that my mom picked on me growing up so that I could take it here.
Just the family sense of humor is so close to Becca's sense of humor. Honestly, it kind of seems like we grew up together because our sense of humor is so similar.
So funny.
And my mom has that really good, like sarcastically mean but loving sense of humor, and Becca does too.
Yes.
And I said, I'm glad my mom was that way because I can sure take it well.
I'm glad she can take it well. I can't be friends with people who can't.
No, never.
Okay, so I have this area clean here, and then let's talk about where we're going to measure and place our image. So when you're working with blanks like this that are curved, the bigger you make your image, the more difficult it is to place it without puckering and things like that. You want to think about, if I make my image this big so that it covers half of the bucket, then no one is really going to be able to see over here. They're really only seeing, like this part of the bucket. So what I am doing is measuring from here to here. There's this kind of line. I don't know if you probably can't even see it right here. I'm going to ignore that and pretend like it doesn't exist, because putting vinyl over there is not really going to matter. Technically, I have about 10.5 inches that I can place my image. And then just looking right here, I probably want it around 9 inches wide. So we'll keep that in mind when we're creating our design. And then we will jump over into Design Space and really quickly put this together. Somewhere I have one saved. Let me click Customize it. And then we'll go through this whole process. So this camper is already a cut file that is a oak and lamb cut file. It's a flock file and is available on the website for you all. So you're just going to import that. I think I already have it in here. Let me find it. Oh, there's a little sneaky peek of some new ones coming. So just pull that in, and I'm going to size it first. I want it as big as I can make it in Design Space, which is 6.75 by 9.25 inches. So what I want to do is just come up here and type in 9.25. Oop, I did the wrong one. I did the height. I should have done the width. 9.25 inches in width, and that makes it 5.728 inches high, which is within our print and cut restrictions here in Design Space. Now what I want to do, just a second here. Let me undo this. What does that look like? I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this one or not. Let me group it together, and then we'll minimize it. Okay, now what I want to do is insert a text box. And if any of you all have been on Design Space this morning, or you maybe even yesterday afternoon, they've done a little update to Design Space, and that is with the text box. So now we're going to click text, and the text box comes right here. But before, you would have to double click that text box, and then another little box would come up over here. You would type in all of your information, but now you get to type it all in right here. So we're going to type in welcome.
Oh, that's so weird.
The Oaks, and then Morristown, Tennessee. And I'm going to select the font. I think it's Camp. Hold on. What was it called? Camp something. Camp Press. Okay.
Cute.
Super fun, right? Another thing that I want to talk to you all about, when you're going to want to ungroup these because you want to place each line separately. If you did not know, you can just press ungroup, and then you could select each line, group those together. But one thing that is a time saver, especially if you're working with several different lines of text, is that you can also come up here to advanced and then click ungroup to lines. So when I ungroup it, it automatically groups the lines separately, which is amazing. I absolutely love that.
Jen said, finally, an update that makes sense.
Right?
Isn't it
Thank
about
goodness.
time? I know.
Now I just want to curve this top line of text. And since it's already grouped together, generally, if I had typed all of that together and then pressed ungroup and then selected just this line of text and pressed group together, then it wouldn't curve because it had been previously ungrouped. It's a whole weird thing in Design Space. But now, because I did group to line, I can still curve this text. So if you didn't see what I did, I'll press undo. I just have this text box selected. I come up to the top where it says curve, and then I'm going to just curve it down. I loved when they added this feature here in Design Space. It's so quick and so easy. If you try to curve text in Illustrator, it's not this easy. It's not terribly hard, but there are way more steps. This is one of the only design features in Design Space that I prefer over Illustrator. Also, For those of you who only work on an iOS device, and you may be asking, well, where's my curve button? The curve feature is not available on iOS devices, but we do, if you only have an iOS device, we do have a video showing a hack for curving. Rachel, if anybody wants to find that, maybe you can find that for them.
No, I want to make them do it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You'll let me know.
Just let her know. You may already know, but yeah. Okay, so we have that curved, and I'll worry about sizing in just a second. I want to pull this down here, and honestly, it's pretty much sized how I'd want it, maybe just a little bit bigger. And then I want to take this right here and size it down underneath the oaks, because you want, in this type of design, you want Morristown, Tennessee, or whatever city that you're from, city and state that you're from, to be visible, but that's not really the emphasis here. The emphasis is your name, your family name, and the camper and welcome and all of those fun things. So don't make it huge. Let me zoom in here. Make sure that I like the placement of everything. And one thing that I might want to do is just select these two and this one. And to do that, I just dragged and selected these and then held in Shift and clicked the next layer. This is not currently selected, although it kind of looks like it is. So with those 3 layers selected, I'm going to come up to the top where it says Align. And I'm going to press center vertically. Nope, center horizontally, excuse me. Center horizontally. And it moved it just a little bit, so that's good. Now I just have to decide, do I want this a little bit bigger maybe? Just be picky with things like this, because designs, let me tell you, little decisions like this really do make all the difference in the world when you're trying to especially sell something. People want something that looks really professional and nice. Now I'm going to group this together, and if you did not know, you can group by pressing group up here, or you can press Command G on your keyboard.
No kidding.
The groups together. That's a Illustrator thing that I learned, and I happened to just...
And it's a shortcut for Cricut too?
I accidentally did it in Cricut, and it worked, or in Design Space, and it worked. I need to do
We
whole...
need a cheat sheet.
We need a cheat sheet.
We need
You're
a
right.
cheat sheet. That'd be
You're right.
awesome.
So now the next thing, or the last thing that I need to do is, it's not really important actually, because you're going to be placing them separately. But I would just want to kind of center this up. And when you center this, you don't want to center. If I centered it, like completely centered it, let me show you what it looks like this, because it's centering between the furthest point from the left and the furthest point from the right. But when you look at this camper, your eye is drawn to just the largest part right here. So when you're designing, it's very important that you don't just take the computer's word for it, because technically it is centered, but your eye is not drawn that way. So definitely center visually with the bulk of the image.
And I think that's something that we don't talk about enough.
Right.
We say use the align tool as much as you can, but on things like this, like Becca's saying, you need to make sure it's pleasing to your eye where your eye is drawn to.
Well, and let me pull in here really quickly. I want to talk about even text, because I think a lot of times we want to align text, and you just can't do that sometimes. Let me see. Camping King, and then let me make this bigger here. So if I am using a font like this that maybe has some flourishes, let me grab the glyph. Let's see here. We'll put this on here. And then let's make this G a fun G. It should be pulling up. Why is it not giving me my options? It should pull up a little option right here, and it's not doing that. Anyway, I wasn't planning to do this, but I just want to give you all a couple of other suggestions. Okay, so say here, let me create this outline, and then we'll make this bigger. Group, bigger. When I try to align these together, it is going to look at this as my furthest point, and this is my furthest point. So sometimes it does, when I align, right now it is currently centered with each other, but it doesn't look right because it's really just centering there. So especially when you're working with flourishes and glyphs and things like that with font, If you're working with like sans script and fonts that are just really plain, then centering them that way really works. But if you have the flourishes and the little swoopies off the ends of your letters, it doesn't do well there either. So that's another example of needing to look at it visually and center instead of relying on your computer. Were there any questions about any of that stuff?
There's actually not about this. You
Okay.
did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Miss Shirley Witt is here. Hi,
Yes,
Shirley.
hey, Shirley.
And she says, "Hey Becca, while you're in Design Space, do you care to show me how to remove the grid lines now that they changed that?"
Yeah, don't you hate
I do hate that.
you used to be able to click this right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they've put it back. They've put it back.
I'm so happy.
They probably
right
had
now.
so many people. It was probably a glitch.
I'm so happy right now.
Miss Shirley, you just touch this right here.
just like you're used to.
Just
my
right
dear.
there.
Yes.
But if you didn't know, then you come up to the hamburger menu and
Like
you
we
go
didn't
to
know 10 seconds ago.
yeah, you go to settings. I'm glad you said that. We wouldn't have known.
No.
And then you change it. You can change it full, partial, no there as
But
well.
now we can just
But
press
that's even
there.
easier.
Oh,
Look
that's
at
perfect.
that. So wonderful. One other thing while we're talking about hacks and things that you may not have known, did you know that you could change, I know a lot of you who have followed us for a while know this, but did you know that you could change the color of your background? So if you're working with a text or something that is white and it's difficult to see, especially if it's like a print and cut, like this, that would be difficult to see. You can change the background color here by coming to blank canvas. And then you click this right here underneath color, and you can change it to whatever color you want so that you can see better. Isn't that amazing? Sometimes it trips me out though. Let's put it back. Let's put it back. Okay. Let me delete this, and I'm going to pull up the one that I've already done. And the only thing that I need to do before I do anything else is select the text, the 3 text layers, and I'm going to weld them together, or I can attach either one. Because this isn't a script font, I don't necessarily have to weld, it's just my preference. But I want these layers to be together. I'm going to waste quite a bit of vinyl right here. Now I could cut that out and save it as a scrap piece for sure, because it's going to be big enough to do something large out of. But I want them to be together so that when I place them, I don't have to worry about centering them, especially on a curved blank. It's really difficult to do that.
And this is one of those things, if you're a beginner, a lot of people say you don't ever want to waste any material. This is one of those projects I would 100% waste material.
Absolutely.
To take that guesswork out of it, honestly. If you can make your life easier and you can make this look more professional in the end, waste a little bit of vinyl.
I agree.
I'm all for that here.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, now we are ready to click Make It. Let's check. Yeah, we're going to put it on a mat, and then let's check our mats to make sure they look good. Both of those look great. So I'm going to press Continue, connect to my machine, and then I'm going to load my printable vinyl in my printer and send it to my printer. So we're going to grab the Oracal 1917 inkjet printer material. And funny thing, I did a video comparing printer settings on Zakoto printable vinyl, cardstock, and New Fun, but I did not do it on this one. This is a matte material, but it prints better on a glossy material setting. This is why it's so important when you get new materials just to do the tests. Do the test. You can do it on one piece. So one piece of material so that you're not wasting a ton of it, and just decide what color setting that you like better. So let's see, we're going to change it. It is a letter, but we're going to change it to glossy. We'll push yes. And then we are ready. I'm going to like break everything here. Send to printer. I'm going to leave the add bleed section on. Look right here. Are we on the third computer? This preview sometimes does this. I don't know why. If it bugs you, you can just X out and push it again. I have successfully printed it with the preview all weird, and it doesn't actually come up that way. Not really sure what the issue is. Anyway, I'm going to leave add bleed on and then turn the system dialog box on, press print, and then increase my print quality and feed from the rear tray. So we'll print that out. Excuse me.
I'm going to switch it over.
Okay.
Becca, they're loving your hair down and curly.
Oh,
I do too.
Thank you.
I do too. It's growing out. I'm jealous of her bun already.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Now, Becca, how long do you want it for everyone?
Long.
And it's grown a lot. She's had to have some trims, which of course sets you back a couple of months. But Becca's hair, I think it grows pretty darn fast.
Yeah, I cut my hair off for the first time when I was 14 years old, and I really haven't had, my hair hasn't been this long since then.
Yeah.
When I started growing my hair out, I had a pixie cut, and we're not talking a little bob. A lot of working in the hair industry for 8 years, I understand that when some people say I have short hair, they mean this length. When I say I have short hair, it's like short hair, like pixie.
Short, yeah.
There was a 2-guard on the sides, which if you don't know is what a lot of men get.
Yes.
Like
almost seeing scalp.
Yes.
Yes.
And I loved it. I loved short hair, but I've always wanted a top knot. So when COVID hit and I had to cancel my hair appointments, and I was like, you know what? Now is a fantastic time to go through some really awkward hair stages. And so
here we are.
Here we are.
Nothing awkward about it though.
I don't hate it now.
No.
Yeah.
Linda said, could I alter this camper not to have a trailer hitch and to have 2 wheels?
Sure.
Yeah. You can do some slicing and welding and dicing up in Design Space, or if you have another program you like to use. And then Shirley says, do you think my Aura Mask 813 would be good to do stencil for screen printing? I have no comment on that because I've never used that product.
I haven't either.
We, like you've seen, Miss Shirley, we use regular vinyl for most of our stencils for screen printing. If it's like regular vinyl, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Good question, though.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to need my computer. I'll just push it back. Okay. Now we are going to place this printed vinyl on our mat. In the top left-hand corner, just like you do with all print and cut.
I think it's the other way.
You are correct, Rachel. Good catch.
Also, Becca's doing a heck of a job. There's usually little pieces of masking tape right where you cannot see the camera on the table. And I have to have them. And Becca has filmed for 2 days without them, and she's doing a bang-up job.
You know why, Rachel?
Why?
Because I'm a professional.
There you go. There you go.
I'm
That's
kidding.
it.
I'm absolutely kidding.
You are a professional.
No, I am not.
Yes.
I'm not. I happen to be a crafter who loves to do this and loves to do it for people. That's about it. That's about it. Okay, here's the OraGuard 236 glossy covering. Again, they have matte. I don't know why I didn't bring the matte. Well, I know why. Because I've been having actually decent success getting this off. So I like to just pull the top part off like this. And then flip this part over. And then carefully hover over the very top. And lay just the top down. I said I had success. Oh, don't fail me now. Okay, so I'm just laying the very, very top down like that. And then I'm going to pull up the rest like this. And go ahead and remove like this.
Marianne said your printer was so quiet. I think that is a relatively quiet
Yeah, it's
printer.
not loud. That's true.
And we do have good mics. We don't have to quit filming if a train comes by or if someone loud comes honking. We don't really have to fool with that, which is really fantastic. So I think it's a good mix of our mics being good and our printer being decent.
Okay, I got that on there. There's a bubble here, but it won't matter because I really just only care about my image. The rest of it looks pretty good. I'm actually shocked.
You're a professional.
Well, when I'm not on
be
camera,
shocked.
I don't have any trouble doing it. But when I'm trying to do it fast for you all, I just get flustered. But it looks good. So we have that covering on it. And if you use, if you were with us on our last live using this, then you know you can't. If you use the printable vinyl material setting to cut this, it will not cut all the way through. It only cuts like that top layer that I just put on. So use the craft board setting when you are selecting your material setting.
Can you do that using the parchment method? I don't know what that is. Do you?
They put parchment in between. I hate the parchment method. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, wait.
You put
Like
it
the
on there
layering
and then kind
vinyl
of.
thing? Yeah.
It's basically the same thing as this, though. It's
Yeah.
basically the same as this because it
Yeah.
has a waxy feel on this side. I personally, it's kind of like the parchment method.
But can you do it using that method, Belle B? Yeah. You
Probably,
totally can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cut this here. We'll move this over a little bit. I know you can't see it.
And Kat is the sweetest. She said, once again, I have to point out the fact that the Oak and Lamb crew are happy crafters. It shows that they do this because they love it and it's not just a job. Join the flock. You're so sweet, Kat.
We actually were talking about that this morning, Rachel
were.
and I. Honestly, like I've had jobs where I had to make myself get out of bed to go to work. And I mean, we don't have to be here every day. We can work from home if we want to, but we love being here in the studio and being with each other. And I feel more creative when I'm here and when I'm around people to bounce ideas off and stuff. And we just love our job. We really do.
We do. There's not a day that I've woken up and I'm like, I don't really want to go in today. I'm always like, I get to go and I get to see Becca and it's going to be a great day and we're going to go live. And I look forward to everything. I do.
Same.
Even
It's fun.
things that I don't particularly love doing or that are hard for me just because they're new for me. I don't dread them. I'm eager to learn. I'm excited to see how I can better the company and better the membership for all of you guys. I just feel so blessed all the time.
I love that.
You guys are the best.
But yes, join the membership.
Please do.
Join the membership.
Please do.
Yeah, if you like this cut file, if you like other cut files, that's basically, our membership is way more than just cut files, but that's basically what you're paying for, is the cut files and member-only content that we have for you all as well. So
Our community's priceless, though.
community.
You ladies and gentlemen
Well, we can't, that's why I said
absolutely
you're
priceless.
basically paying for the cut files because you can't put a price on our
You
community.
can't. That's right, Becca.
I'm saying that facetiously, but I do
don't-
mean that.
it's
I do
true.
mean that.
And it's not because of us, it's because of you.
Yeah.
Every single one of you. We're not tooting our horns, we're tooting your horns, honestly.
Yeah, if we didn't have people in our community who were actually involved and loved our flock and community as much as we do, it wouldn't be the same. Like, you all add way more value to that than we could.
Yes.
I mean, we can give you our
Yes.
advice and our ideas and things like that, but we can't make up all these friendships. Like, you can be friends with us, obviously, but we can't take the place of other people.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
okay, so this printed out, because I did craft board, it should, this is a brand new mat, and I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I keep having to peel everything off in a bad way. Okay, it's not as bad this time. So we went all the way through. Amazing. This is my preferred cut setting for stickers. I just prefer
Which is what?
craft board.
Okay, yeah.
But I prefer it to kiss cutting.
And Mary Ann said, do you think when cutting thick glitter vinyl, you use the chipboard setting? I think you mean craft board like Becca used. And yeah, if you want to. I mean, the thing, if you're not trying to kiss cut, you can basically tell it to cut as deep as you want depending on your material. So if you are cutting a super, super, super thick vinyl and test it out. Make a test cut with like a little circle or something and see how that works out.
If you are talking about glitter vinyl, honestly, the glitter vinyl setting is with more pressure is all we ever use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Becca, did you say chipboard setting or craft board?
Craft board. I may have said chip, but I meant craft board.
Oh,
but
okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm placing the black vinyl here on my mat, and no, I don't need to go up. Okay, let me see. It goes down to right at 10 inches, so I'm going to use my True Control knife to cut off the excess here.
Ooh, Maria, I love this. She said, show of hands, how many of you all are going to make a camping bucket for our camp out in June?
Oh, I would love that. That would be so fun. So fun. This one will, if it makes it through all my other camp trips, will also be there. That will be my 4th camp trip of the year. The one together. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. I don't know why I'm actually doing this because it's probably going to have even more trouble getting it off than that. So I'm going to just use the premium vinyl setting, the removable mat. It works great for the permanent vinyl as well. Haven't really seen a difference in cutting there. I may increase the pressure just a little bit.
Romo said, What I love about Oak and Lamb is that the teachers are genuine, happy, and not fake. But my favorite part of this is that he says, and I love the trash talk. We're so glad that you love the trash talk. That's good.
It's love talk.
It is love talk.
Love talk.
I never go to bed thinking, oh man, Becca shouldn't have said that. Like, that's not the type that it is. And then my favorite is when you guys call out my sweaty hands or me being homeschooled, because these are things that I make fun of about myself. Yeah. So I love that we all have that relationship. We all know each other that well. It's so good.
I'm going to look at comments while that's cutting out because I feel like I haven't gotten to see anyone.
It's a fantastic group today, Becca.
Yes, we have 82 friends with us.
This is an amazing live group today. Love it.
Excuse me, I'm dying over here. Linda, why will they only let you comment a few comments? That's weird. Messenger won't send any messages. Have they said anything to you about this? I said that I was going to use this stand so that I'm not hovered over. You can't even see my face.
You look like the neighbor on Home Improvement.
Well, there's so much stuff here, too. I love that show, by the way.
I do, too.
Yeah.
I do, too.
Justin
Last Man
Taylor
Standing,
Thomas.
I love it. Yeah. It's good.
Not Justin, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Becca, we're finally going to the Ridge to camp next weekend. That's where we're going this weekend, Marianne. That's so fun. So fun.
They love your laptop stand. They were talking about it.
Thank you. Yes. It goes really well with my keyboard over there.
Yes.
Click, 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 click. It's so good. Becca, I like your new sticker. Sing it. Now, are you talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
This one?
That's the one that Becca made me, too. The one that I put on my laptop today.
So Fallon saw it. Oh, LSW. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much.
You're so sweet.
That is so sweet. Anyway, Fallon saw this sticker and she said, Mama, that is so beautiful. That's you and Sis and Rachel? And I said, yes. She said, I wish I was a cartoon. So now I'm going to pay this guy to make a cartoon family of us. I think in front of our camper, and then I'm just going to use it as our Christmas card picture too and call it a day. Yeah. Do you like the stand? I do love this stand. I do. I use it on my desk mostly because I found myself hunkered over like this typing, and when I'm designing, it's very small, even though I have a big computer and I can blow it up. And so I'm like this a lot. And so I found myself, and it was not really great for my posture. So this has helped with that. And then I just put my keyboard right under it and type, and it's really nice. Okay, all of this is cut out. So we're going to unload the mat and we're going to weed this. Let me remove this right here. And I'm going to grab my squeegee tool, my weeding tool, and my True Control knife. So I'm going to just burnish before I start. And then I'm going to take this tool right here and cut off the extra. Hopefully it goes better than it did yesterday. There we go. And then I can go ahead and remove this and put it in my scrap bin. Because again, this is quite a bit of extra.
Justine said, I will have to make a bucket for camping this year. I was going to make a flag, but I think the light-up bucket will be better. I think it's really eye-catching and new. Not that there's anything wrong with flags, because I think they're adorable.
You know, I'm one of those bigger is better, do it all type things, and I have both. So, yeah. I found some awesome, if you're into sublimation, I have found some awesome sublimation flags on Etsy that are very, very affordable, that I love to make for camping buckets or camping flags. Okay, now and come to think of it, I said that we're wasting all of that, but what you could have done, I don't know why I didn't think of it. What you could have done if you had 2 pieces of scrap vinyl is looked at your mat in the preview and laid a piece here, laid a piece here, and just made sure that it cut out. I mean, you definitely want to make sure that the spacing is correct, but you could have done that. Anyway, I have a nice piece of scrap vinyl. It will be fine. We'll go ahead and weed this off here. I like to start, Rach, when you weed off like I do, right? Or do you weed the small things first?
I weed just like you weed.
Okay.
I'm always the bulk. I like to do the bulk of it first and then do the middle.
Where do you start? When you pull your big piece off, where do you start?
Right where you start.
That's so funny. So funny. Pull off the excess. And you can see this stuff weeds really nicely. Cut really well. I'm not fighting with it. Get all this off here.
And Miss Linda, she said, "Can you refresh me on the lighted camping bucket? Which part do you mean, Miss Linda? I think you might have came a little bit late. If so, that's fine. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any specific questions on the bucket. Where did you get the bucket? Did we talk about that?
Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Now I'm going to cut a piece of transfer here. Grab my scissors. And I'm actually going to try, sometimes I'll just cut, but this time I'm going to try to keep it centered and aligned with this grid so that it will help me align it on the bucket too. Well, with it being curved, it may not help, but we'll see. We will see. I'm not looking at comments at all, Rachel. So
Okay, I will stop you if we have any.
Okay. So this, like I said earlier, you want clear so that you can see where you're placing things, where you're putting things down. You know, traditionally we like the paper masking transfer tape. However, I've been using this clear tape a whole lot here lately. This is not nearly as sticky as Cricut transfer tape, so it's not a pain. When I put this big piece down, I'm going to sort of taco method it and stick it in the center and then lay it down so that I don't have any bubbling. And then we'll use our squeegee tool to burnish. Flip our mat over and remove our mat from our vinyl. Well, I said that.
And Becca, what type of vinyl are you using?
This is from 143 Vinyl. It is a Starcraft matte permanent is what they classify it as, vinyl. You know, it's so funny. Rachel and I work so well together. There is Caesar Easy Weed, which I do know is iron on, and then there's Starcraft. And Rachel knows me well enough that when I pause like that I'm having trouble remembering which is which.
She also barely ever says Caesar.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Sizer.
Sizer.
Yeah.
Sizer.
I'm getting better at that, but
You
I'm
are.
still really bad
She
at it.
still can't nail masking paper transfer tape, but
No,
maybe one day
what do
we'll
I call
get there.
it? Paper masking transfer
Yes.
tape. Yeah.
Yes. Again, if these are our issues, they're really not issues. But if I'm nitpicking, I got to.
So I am just putting my bucket here, and then I'm going to stick 2 rolls of vinyl on either side. You know what, Rachel? I'm going to have to lower this table so that I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, please do. And the clear transfer tape is from Amazon.
Amazon.
It's like 60 feet for $17. It's amazing. So definitely check it out.
You may have to refocus that camera
Okay, that's fine.
since I lowered it so much. I'll hold off and let you do that before I get started, just in case.
It really doesn't look bad though.
Does it
just
not?
letting you
It
know.
may be on autofocus instead of manual.
It was on manual, but I'm gonna fix it right
okay.
now. Yeah, you're good.
I'm going to cut off this excess.
Shot. You can see a bit of the floor, but that's fine. Just
Fantastic.
letting you know.
You can see my lovely unpedicured feet.
I haven't gotten a pedicure in years.
Same.
I do love a pedicure though.
I don't love a pedicure. I love what they look like, but I hate the fit. I hate it.
As long as they're easy with me, Lord, I have some ticklish feet.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to do the soak. I do enjoy the soak, and I just want to do the actual pedicure. Like, don't massage my feet. Don't. I hate that
weird.
part.
Becca, I would pay extra not to have that.
Same. I hate
would.
it.
My mom actually went to get a pedicure and got one, and they hurt her, and she was like, "That kind of hurt." A couple weeks later, she developed an infection.
Stop it.
And got this horrible, she's going to be like, "Rachel, why'd you tell that?" But it's not like a gross, it's not her fault. And then she got like this weird fungus. Her toe has never looked the same, her toenail, ever.
No.
It's so sad. Bless her heart.
Okay. Oh, it's crooked.
not.
Dadgummit. Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh,
Look at the bottom. Look.
I don't see a thing over here.
Well, I'm committed at this point. It's not terribly crooked, but it is crooked.
But she already cleaned it with alcohol.
Yes, I did.
Because she's a professional.
So if you noticed while I was talking, I had sort of tacoed it and then placed it same way that I put the transfer tape on the vinyl. Taco it, place it in the center first, and then we're going to smooth out this way so that we can get rid of any bubbling and stuff like that. Especially because this is a curved surface, it really helps to do those things. Now, if you have a cup or mug or tumbler or something like that you're doing this with, Rachel, remind me what the cuts are called.
Like relief cuts?
Relief cuts, thank you. You may want to come in here and do some relief cuts around here so that you can, if it's curved this way, more than this way, then it helps lay that vinyl down on there. So we'll probably do a video on that eventually because that's very helpful. But now I'm just going to remove this. And you see how I am removing this by just laying it on itself and pulling off? I'm doing that because wafting it, like pulling it and wafting it like this, a lot of times will cause my letters to come up.
And Miss Maria says, did the bucket come with the twist off lid or did you have to buy it separately?
You buy it separately. It doesn't come with a lid at all. So you just buy it separately. Okay, there's
Kat said, just when I thought I was going to have a week without you all talking me into buying something.
You need this, Kat. This is a necessity. You could put the 3 pups on it. You could put you and Scott, like a little, it would be so cute. So adorable. Okay. Now I'm just going to go back in and make sure all of this is good and smooth. Oh, it's going to be so humiliating with it curved like that.
Oh my gosh, Becca.
I'm not taking it off. I'm going to embrace it.
Like a 1/16 of an inch to your eyes?
No, is Mom here? Mom's probably dying.
Okay, we cannot see it from this view. We can't see it.
I'm at 3/4 and 7/8.
Oh my gosh, sweet mercy.
So
Becca.
it's 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, you were right.
I don't think people are going to whip around that campground and be like, oh my Lord, look at that camping bucket. It's so crooked.
1/8 of an inch?
For 1/8 of an inch, Becca.
I totally see it though.
I would have placed it down and been like, this is an A+
Perfection.
win. 100%.
Now I'm going to remove the back on here and just place this. But look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. It's so cute.
Belle said, just tilt your head, Becca.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone who looks at it will come up with their head tilted. Oh, you know what they're going to do? They're going to come up to my campsite and be like, oh, the Oaks. They don't know how.
Stop.
They're slobs.
Stop. Oh my gosh. See, Jan, looks good from here, she says.
You wouldn't say that in person, Mama.
Thank you.
You wouldn't say it in person. You know, I've already forgotten where everything goes here. Okay.
I love that you have 2.
Well, you know, because I have issues on lives, and so I just wanted to give myself a little safeguard. Okay. Again, placing in the middle, smoothing out. What? Wayne
is here.
Why is he here?
He said, don't worry, when Anna hits it, it'll even it up.
Anyway, there's that. That is so funny. And then we just put our little light in here. We're going to turn it on. It does strobe, which is pretty fun. Hold on. Where's my strobe? There's
Becca,
the strobe.
Can you take a picture of it at night and put it in the group?
I will. I will
wanna see what
tonight.
it
Yes,
looks
I
like
will.
in the dark.
Why is it not working? Change colors.
Would you recommend filling it with water once you get to your destination?
Yeah, I would not before.
Yeah.
Look at all these fun colors. There's the strobe.
Move your hand. There you go.
Oh. Do you guys like this?
That's what she was doing.
And then it has flash. I feel like it used to be a lot quicker than this.
It looks like a jumbled up mess over here. The camera kind of...
I don't know. Okay.
Cute,
if I can put my lid back on here.
Though.
I got to put it on the floor. Hold on.
Oh, I'm switching the camera. I'm seeing this. Oh, and the table's so low. Can't even get it on.
She bought me a defective lid. Oh, there we go. I'm going to be red-faced once I get back up. Son of a gun. Get it on. Oh, there we go.
There was the pop.
It's still not on. Why is this so hard? I swear, I've done like 4 of these and none of them were this hard.
Get it off?
Well, you're supposed to twist it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there we go.
Can you crank the table up?
Ta-da! That's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, well, that's good and easy. That's good.
No, yeah.
That's good.
I never have to get that off. Thank God. That was rough. I'll crank the table up for you.
She's not an idiot, Wayne.
What did he say?
It's a screw-on lid.
Wait, but you have to pop it on first.
Oh, he retracted the message. Well, not before I could see it, Wayne.
And call him out on it?
My eyes.
Wayne, did you see the whole video?
No, I don't think so. I haven't seen him on here. Before the comment about Anna hitting it and evening it out, I haven't seen him here.
Okay, good. Anyway, we're done. So, Romo, to answer your question, no, the live was not short, and I really didn't even chat that much. I literally crafted the whole time.
Yes, I was talking about my mom's toe fungus. Listen.
I feel like I got a workout.
Keeping it professional.
Hot. Anyway.
Look how cute that bucket is. Oh my gosh, it is so crooked.
It is crooked. Look at it.
It's not.
No,
Becca.
even this is crooked. I'm probably 100% going to be honest with you. Going to take this off after the live and put this one on it. It's crooked. Look at it. No, this part. Not this so much. Look at this.
Show of hands. Should Becca do that or no? I'm voting no. And she's going to do it anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to do it either way.
I know Becca too well to
Oh, no, it doesn't go up. It goes down.
Oh.
You know what? Maybe it evens it out because I think
Yeah, you see, maybe if you make it perfect, then the other part will look more than 1/8 of an inch off. Not that no one's ever going to notice it.
Thank you all so much. This has been super fun. It is a great kickoff to my fun camping weekend. Being here with you all has been super fun. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this. We will have all the links for you for the light and the buckets and all of that stuff in a little while if you would like to purchase and make them for yourself.
The lights and everything are on there. The bucket, the one I found on Amazon was like $20. I'm not linking that. All the links are down there. Refresh your page if you haven't seen them because I've been adding them throughout the live. But go get a bucket for like $4 at Lowe's. Please do that. Everything else though, you can get.
Donna said, it's going on the ground, right? So here's the problem, Donna. You may not know this about me. I'm a type 1 Enneagram, which means I can't sleep at night if things aren't perfect. It's not one of my favorite things about myself. In fact, I sort of hate it about myself because it makes me almost a little bit obsessive. A lot obsessive if you ask my husband. But my mom's the same way. So.
And that's fine. If you need to peel that sticker off and put another one on to feel better, then that's what you need to do. It won't take as long as it would take you worrying about it all weekend.
Thank you for validating that, Rachel.
If you would,
here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen to me though. I'm going to peel this one off and put this one on, and this one's going to be more crooked than that one was.
It won't be. Becca, every time I try and align something live, it's always off.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had something aligned perfectly on a live. There's too much going on. I understand. Buckets are a lot cheaper at Lowe's. Marianne, yes, don't.
This one's from Lowe's. If I'm remembering correctly, the actual lid is more expensive than the bucket because it has the twist. In my opinion, that is worth it. You saw me struggle.
It's worth the workout either way.
It is worth, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I don't have to work out.
There, you got all your.
Speaking of not having to work out, let me show you. Let me show you.
Oh my gosh.
These are the elusive. Look, look how perfect.
Oh my gosh.
These taste even better than they look. I feel sorry for each of you who are looking at these and don't even understand. We might be able to talk Rachel into making some of these for the camp trip.
My problem is I'm coming the day before everybody else, and I would never serve people who have never eaten my cupcakes a day-old cupcake.
We'll
I
make
would
them in the
rather
camper. That will work
die.
out really
Oh my-
well. It'll work out really well.
Let me just do a couple of tests in this camp oven here, this camper
So funny.
oven.
That's so funny. Anyway, if you all have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. We would love to have you as a subscriber here. Like, comment, leave us questions, all the things. We would love to help you answer any questions that you might have on your crafting journey. And we want to walk alongside with you hand in hand on your craft journey. Whether you're a new crafter or a seasoned crafter, we're here for you. Our community is built of everything from and till in that department, as well as different genres too. So I would say, honestly, we have about 450 members right now. And
Which,
I would
first of all, is amazing.
Yes, it's phenomenal. I would say in those 450 people, there is a crafter that does any type of crafting that you would want. So there's knowledge, like the knowledge and experience that's there is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So come walk with us, come craft with us, come do life with us. Click the link. Rachel has shared it. Join the membership. If you join monthly, then it is $19.99 per month, and you do get access to the cut files, our member-only content, a free commercial use license, our member-only content, our private Facebook group. Thank you. But you can also pay yearly, so one time per year, and if you do that, then you essentially get 2 months free. So it's $199 to do that.
And just an added perk, Belle said, the Oak and Lamb team will make us professionals.
Professionals. You got it.
Miss Linda said, will the light that we have in the bucket, will the water damage the light?
No, it's actually for that. That's if you didn't catch earlier, I was stumbling on the word. Did they ever tell me how I was supposed to be saying it? Submersible.
I think it is. On Amazon, it just said waterproof light. So
Why didn't I just say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
It can be submerged in water.
There you go. But the link's below. Is it coming up a 2-pack, Becca?
Yes.
Yes. So
this is the best crafting community. If you are on the fence, come on over and join the flock membership, says Miss Linda.
So
yes.
sweet, Linda.
I'm a quilter, knitter, and paper crafter, and still learn lots from you ladies. Miss Donna says, thank you. They look like roses. They do look like roses. They taste even better. Going to upgrade before April. Yes, Patty, amazing. A reminder, once again, if you are already a Founding Flock member, we have special links for you to extend. Please do not extend your membership until you have those special links from us. They are posted in the private Facebook group. We can also email you those. It messes up your current access, which we can fix. Not us personally, Donnie has to do it, which is not a problem either, but...
And it costs you all money, costs us more money.
Yeah.
Thank
Again,
you for
if
being
it happens,
yes,
that's
it's
fine.
okay. Let us
Just
know.
another reminder that it doesn't have to
Yes.
happen. Yeah.
Do not pay more than you know you're supposed to pay. If you want to get it for a year, you know it's supposed to be $149. If someone says $199, don't buy it. Let us know. Shoot us an email and say, hey, I think I have the wrong length, or I don't think I did this right, because we're here to help you all.
Someone said their light rusted out, wondering if there was a defect. Ours didn't. I don't know if maybe they didn't have it, if maybe the gasket on theirs was not sealing properly or whatnot, but we've never had an issue with ours.
And someone said, can you stick the light on the lid so it doesn't get in the water? You could do that, but the point of the bucket to have the light in the bottom is that the water kind of illuminates it more.
But you could.
You could do that.
Easily, if you wanted to, you could take this off, obviously, but you could maybe glue right here. Make sure that you can still unscrew this so that you still have access to the batteries. But yeah, you could totally do that if you wanted to. I'm going to turn mine off.
Yeah. Does it look just as good without water in the bucket?
It does. The only reason that you would want the water is if it was like near the road or it was windy or something, you wouldn't want it to blow over. Like I don't know if Mom did it or if I saw it somewhere else, but they hung it from a hook or the awning without water. So if you're going to hang it, you don't want to put water in it because it makes it so heavy. Good question. Be careful when replacing the batteries. Why, Wayne?
If they get wet, they'll corrode. really
elaborate.
bad.
Yeah, true.
That's my guess. I don't know.
Is it homemade frosting or can you use pre-made?
I make homemade buttercream.
There's love in that. You can't buy love.
But I only make one flavor, vanilla. That's what you get. I'll make 3 different kinds of cake.
But it's not
vanilla,
just
strawberry,
vanilla.
chocolate. But it's vanilla buttercream. I don't make like chocolate.
Rachel,
or,
you know what I thought when I saw those this morning?
What?
I was like, man, where was Rachel 15 years ago when I got married and had the worst cake
Becca,
ever?
can we do some math? Okay, how old would I be then? And my skill would probably be. It would probably have looked worse than your cake even ended up looking.
You would have been 8.
There we go.
You could have been my flower girl.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Rachel,
Lonely
you could
little
have been my flower
homeschooler
girl.
Rachel.
You would have to like the roses stuck to your sweaty hands.
I know I would have declined. I would have been too much of a wreck. I would have been like, I can't be a flower. I can't do it.
I didn't have a flower girl, by the way.
Well,
because you weren't in my life.
That's right.
You ruined my wedding.
You didn't even fill the void that was me because
Wayne, we can renew our vows. I have dreams all the time that we renew our vows. You could be our flower girl.
done.
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 You could also make our cake.
Perfect.
It's meant to be.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, the cake was terrible. Kat, was so funny. So really quickly, if you follow me on social, then you probably saw a picture. It was a side-by-side comparison of what my wedding cake was supposed to look like versus what it looked like. Disaster. I took the wedding cake lady who several of my cousins had used her for their weddings, but they just did the traditional wedding cakes that were like tiered and beautiful, and they tasted amazing, like cream cheese icing that was to die for.
I love a good cream cheese
Piped on
frosting.
icing. It was beautiful. So I took it to her and said, can you do this? It's when fondant had just gotten big. Nobody really did it. So I was asking her, can you do this? Oh, yeah, we can do this. She took a
With
picture.
confidence. She
Took the picture that I gave her, made a copy of it with her home copier, kept it. We talked all about the colors, and when the day of my wedding, I got ready and I was gonna look in the reception hall right as I was going toward the sanctuary. Mom was like, no, we don't have time for that, but we did, and I just went along with it. Got married, went into the reception, and I look at this cake and I was like, oh
no, they kept her away from it. They kept her, guys.
I laughed about it. Honestly, even then it didn't really bother me, but I would have been ashamed.
Because also, Becca, what could you have done at that point? Nothing. Or
no.
just not have cake.
Or
So
gone
you're
to
gonna
Food
leave
City
it
and
there.
gotten one because it would have been better.
But
honestly, like if I had delivered that cake to a bride, I would have been humiliated. I would not have received the check, if anything else. That's the thing. Like, she still let us pay her, which was admittedly a small amount of money. But she still let us pay her. And that's the thing. Like, hey, you know what? I goofed up. I wanted to bring you something. Here this is, but it is on me. Like, that's how I approach things. No, she had no problem just accepting the full amount of money. Thank God I wasn't there. I'm not sure I would have been so nice at that point. But after you're married, you don't really care as much.
And Becca, Miss Stacy said, is there a big age difference between you two? I thought it was just a couple of years.
Me and Rachel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, ish. Mm-hmm. We're 11 years apart. 12 years? 11 years. 11? 11? You were born in 80 or 98?
I'll be 24 in May.
And I'll be 35 in June.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. 11 years.
But let me tell you, I don't feel any of that. I don't feel
Me either. I don't either. Romo, Wayne, Mom made 4 cheesecakes for our groom's cake. They were delicious. They did not disappoint. They were amazing. Mom makes really good cheesecake.
I love
Kat,
cheesecake.
it did actually not taste bad. So it redeemed itself there. It was, I'm trying to remember. Wayne, what were the 3 flavors? One layer was lemon, one was carrot cake, and one was red velvet. Does that seem right? All cream cheese icing. It was delicious.
In one cake? Like the tiers. It was different
tiers.
layers,
yes.
Is that common anymore? To do like 3 different flavors and 3 different... I think it's good because then your guests have a choice. They have like... Yeah. I think that's cool.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I made my own wedding cake. Big shock, I'm sure.
Kat graduated in 1989. Wayne graduated in... Wayne, 99? Is that when you graduated? 95. I'm sorry, 95.
I wasn't even a thought.
No.
When Wayne graduated high school.
No. Rachel, you're just slightly older than my oldest daughter, who will be 23 in May.
Wow.
Beth, it's okay. We started early.
Yes. Belle said, Rachel, you were born in 98. You're only 24. I'll be 24 in May. Yeah. Absolutely. I was coming out of Walmart yesterday, and there was some girl set up at a stand. They snagged me and was telling me about some kind of something. I don't even know what it was. I was just trying to get home with my popsicles. And she goes, how old are you? And I said, 23. And she goes, oh my God, you look great. And I was like, what? Like, usually you'll say that if someone says that they're much older, then someone will say, oh my gosh, you look great.
Did they think that you were going to be like 40, but you looked 22 or something?
I don't know. But it was interesting. I'm like, I need to get home with my popsicles. They're going to melt. Oh, goodness. Yes, Wayne graduated in 95.
Rachel's wise beyond her years. She is. She definitely is. She's way more mature than others her age.
I am
responsible. Yeah.
Flattered.
Yes. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to clean up here and go get my children and go camping.
Happy anniversary, yes. Becca and Wayne.
Again, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you. We have a video premiering tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. So Rachel or I, if I happen to not be in a pool or something, one of us will be.
Please don't be here, Becca.
I
will be here.
Typing live with you all. And then we have a video premiering on Saturday as well, and then we'll be live again on Monday. We also have some member-only content coming out tonight or tomorrow. I will post about it for sure. Another new cut file release, which is really freaking cute, on Monday. It's so funny because Julie texted me yesterday and said, I think you should do a cut file like this. And I was like, oh, you mean like this entire collection I'm releasing on Monday? Yes. It was so funny.
You guys are going to love it.
You're going to love it. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend, everyone.